sit back and enjoy our Lake Macquarie Bushwalks tour on the Sonata 7 Trailer Sailor. If you're interested on how we put the Trailer Sailor mast up and the sails up and everything, you can see one of our other videos, but we'll quickly zip through the launching process so I can give you a rundown of what the plan is. Okay, so here we are. Welcome to Skycam. No expense spared here with all these online navigation tools. We're going old school with paper charts. So we put in here at Crowders Bay Boat Ramp. Our plan is for this little adventure is to go over and do a bushwalk over here at Awabba Bay, which is basically it's in between Bolton Point and Marmong Point. Awabba Bay is not a term that a lot of people are familiar with, but that's where we're going anyway. Bushwalk over there for the first night. Our plan then is to come down the lake. Depending on the winds, there's a bushwalk here at Greenpoint I'd like to do, and then there's another bushwalk down here at Wangi that I'd like to do. So just depending upon the winds, our first night will definitely be over here because it's late in the day already. So we just want to, quickly zip across there, do that bushwalk, and then head south and try and do maybe these two bushwalks over the coming days. Okay, so as you can see, we've moored about halfway in between Bolton Point and Marmong Point. There's a little, maybe old jetty or something here. So for the trailer sailor, it's just perfect. We've put the anchor obviously a fair way out. We've reversed back until that sort of bit, and then we've just slowly then inched back, and we've just happened to find a little plank of wood there that's floated across the lake. So that makes it nice and easy. Campbell, you going to show everybody how you walk onto the boat? Oh, look at that. You don't even have to take your shoes off, do you, Campbell?
Yeah, you can just walk like this. And you don't even need to touch anything.
Just in there, someone's had a fire there before, and it's nice and protected. You can see there's concrete blocks either side, so not that you're allowed to, but if you wanted to have a fire there, then that's probably a good location. And of course, you can look out over the lovely Lake Macquarie as you do so, as you cook your dinner. So check that out. But this is just behind the jetty area in between Bolton Point and Marmong Cove. Alright, so what would this spot be good for? Where? There. Okay, and why else is this spot a good spot?
Because it has chairs.
Okay, and what do you think these little trails are for?
Dirt bikes.
Or what else could you ride on there?
Bikes. Push bikes.
Push bikes. Alright, well, let's follow the mountain bike trail then. So here we are at the northern end of Awabba Bay. The northern part has got a nice little grassed area here and a picnic table for kids to play on, and for Campbells to burn up their energy. Rightio. We're actually that's another boat. It's not ours, but we're just moored against that jetty, the next bay around. So just to try and explain, I just mentioned there that we're at Awabba Bay. Now, Awabba Bay might be confusing because there's the town of Awabba, which is nowhere near the actual water. There's Awabba Mountain Bike Park, which of course is miles away from Awabba, and here, maybe 20 kilometres from Awabba Mountain Bike Park, on the up on the shores of Lake Macquarie is Awabba Bay. So Awabba is just basically the place name, the Aboriginal name, I believe, for Lake Macquarie, and so Lake Macquarie or Awabba had, of course, the Awabakal people were the indigenous peoples of this land. So Awabba is not exactly a place in terms of like a real, like in Lake Macquarie. It's basically all of Lake Macquarie is Awabba. So I guess this video, as I said, is all sort of about the walks of Lake Macquarie, and it's interesting that when you only go on these walks, you start to realise that there's all of this infrastructure, as you can see, bridges and everything that they've hidden, not hidden, they've actually put in the bush to facilitate these walks. Oh no, where is this going to lead? So here's the little GPS Strava map of our walk. It's always nice to be able to complete a loop rather than having to walk back on yourself. We just had our night at Bolton Point. We're just heading in now to kids, eh? We're just heading into Valentine now just to see if it's got some fresh water at the dock, so we can fill up our tanks before we head off to Greenpoint. help me. Jealous much? Think of how much space there could be between the kids and I with that boat. Wouldn't that be great? So here we are at Crowder Space Sailing Club, otherwise known as Valentine Bowling Club. A nice, great big jetty there. It's got fresh water on it and just fill up. So we've just filled up our tanks, we filled up our solar shower and filled up our fresh water. What else has Valentine got? As I said, it's got a bowling club. So just over here is a bowling club. Got great food and all those sort of things that you can pull in there and don't have to cook on board. And the little sailing club building here, it's got some toilets underneath it. There's also some cold water showers. If you're game, you can ditch the solar shower and just go the full cold. And of course, for those that have been around long enough, they will recognise that this is where Samantha and I got married, on the forward shore here at Valentine. Ah, the memories.
Daddy and Mummy got married here.
Did they?
Yes.
Right here, they very much did.
And Mummy got married right here.
Alright, so what are the rules here at Valentine? Cooper, can you drive your car on the jetty?
Definitely no.
Can you drive your motorbike on the jetty?
No.
What about take your dog on the lead on the jetty?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. And let's see, how long are you allowed to stay here for? Technically 2 hours.
2 hours.
If you go to the club and have a few drinks and everything, then lots of people probably stay here for a lot longer than that. But yeah, don't abuse the privilege. Point and oh, the sun's stupid, is it?
Yes, it's in my eye.
You need some sunglasses on then, don't you?
Okay, I'll go get some.
Alright.
I got the keys to go into the boat.
Okay, and we found this lovely little tree. As you can see, the tree, Cooper, if you stand out of the road, the tree has fallen down into the water and there's a little bit of a deep entrance there. So once again, we've been able to pull the boat up.
Yes.
We've been able to, do we have to get our feet wet, boys?
No. We have to then jump off the boat and get onto there and balance on that. Hold on to the rope and then jump off.
Yeah, you got that?
Yes.
Very good. All right, so let's go and have a look for this Wanji Point bushwalk, eh, boys? Good work, Campbell. Jump over the heads. Over the heads. Whoa. Alright, so where are we, boys?
Hawaii.
Hawaii? What? Wanji Point. And do you know what that is in the background over there?
Hoover Island.
Alright, here we are at the points. Oh dear, how are we going to get up here? We've got to find the gap through the crevice. This, boys? How do you get down there? Campbell, what can you tell us about the hut? We now have a northerly that's sort of coming in obviously like this. So our plan, I guess, at this stage is we're going to go across here to Swansea Caravan Park, just do a drive-by of that, come into the channel. But depending on how strong the wind is, I wouldn't mind actually pulling in at a place called Pelican. It's in the channel, so I'll just have to check what conditions are like as to wind opposing an incoming tide with that. So we'll just have a look at that when we get over there. What's that, Cooper?
It's a rock with writing on it.
Show us the rock. Hold it up for us. Okay, right. Yeah, look at that. All right. And so what's the go with this rock, Cooper? So there's a New South Wales rocks group, and you've got to hide, you paint a rock, and then you hide the rock, and then you put a clue on the Facebook page for somebody else to find it. Alright, so should we, and it says on there, I think it even says on there, okay, so keep or re-hide. There you go, New South Wales rocks, post a pic.
Keep it or hide it.
Well, we've just found it, so we might hide it again.
Where should we hide
What do you think? Or where should we hide it? I don't know, Cooper. Oh, that's a good hiding spot. I wonder if anyone will ever find it in there.
So it's a big caravan park. There's a playground. There's a basketball area, a netball area, a pool over the back, and
But what's it missing, Cooper?
jumping pillow.
Oh no.
And for me. And a jumping pillow for Cooper and me.
Oh, for both of you.
And Daddy.
Alright, Cooper, what would this be good for?
Dinner.
So there's a boat in the channel there. The wind noise was a bit terrible here, so the channel is quite shallow, as I was saying. There's a boat here that's trying to come out just after low tide, so they've organised another boat to pull the mast over to obviously reduce the draft. It turns out this boat is a relatively well-known boat named She's the Culprit. Now, She's the Culprit is a Sydney to Hobart boat, and it's listed there with a draft of 2.4 metres. Obviously, they've done this channel before, and they know what to do. Do you think I should tell the boys about the jumping castle in at the shore? Or do you think I should just let them play on their iPads downstairs? Did somebody say jumping castle? Should we go in and have a look?
Yes.
Definitely yes. Where's all the performers?
Still coming.
Oh, they're still coming. Our arrival at Pelican coincided with some NAIDOC celebrations, and that's where the jumping castle and the concert and everything came from. Pelican's got a new boat ramp with jetties either side, which makes an excellent launching facility, and there's also the Marine Rescue Centre, which is just to the north of the nice sandy beaches of Pelican. We're champagne sailing now. Lovely Lake Macquarie. We've got the autopilot on there. The ST, I think it's an ST1000. It's taking care of things. Cruising down the lake. We've got our 2 sails up. Just for you, Troy Pearson, if you're watching. You're holding on, Campbell? Oh! Are you holding on for safety there? Oh, is everyone leaning on? Oh, we're leaning over now. Look at us go! Woo! Well, that brings our Lake Macquarie Bushwalks adventure pretty much to an end. Now, we didn't do the southern end of the lake, and we also didn't get to do Green Point. The map highlights Green Point, and there is a loop there from Green Point to Cardiff Point, and there is a little bit of a historical location up on the hill, which might strike your interest for future adventures. Then it's time to, of course, pull the boat out, give it a wash down, and wait for the next adventure.